What the? What? Where did you come from? Did you just get flung across from the rocket? Where are they coming from? Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Vandalin here with the Cow Elf Gaming channel, and we're going back into our 1 hour to prep, 1 hour to die series, where we've got a 1 hour horde on the max difficulty settings once again, and we are doing today at the oil refinery. For those of you who've never seen before, basically rules are I've got one full in real life hour to set a place up from scratch, using as much of the existing structure as I can to prepare it for a day 7 horde that is set at max difficulty level. And so, yeah, that having been said, get ready for another montage. Okay, guys, we're back, and I have a bit of a confession to make. I did it again. I screwed up a setting, and so basically all of the last fight's audio is clipping in and out, and it's really annoying. But it is what it is. I was doing a live cast over the weekend for a VR MOBA game called Cradle of Sins, which, fantastic game, but I had to change some of my settings to be able to work with the audio for that, and so, yeah, I didn't change them back, and so anything under a certain decibel level is just being automatically cut, and the audio sounds terrible. So this is take 2 of the day 28 horde. I apologize. I swear I'm not doing these mistakes on purpose. I promise. This is just a bit of an oversight on my part. So I've gone through, repaired the base a little bit, or at least back up to what it was, and then added just a couple of things to compensate for the fact that my level is now higher. Bump you up to... And so, yeah. When I did it last time, it got pretty rough. Really not sure what to expect this time. But yeah, let's see what happens. Hopefully when I spin the day forward here, it's not going to spawn in some zombies into the location again like it did last time I did this. That was very, very annoying. Oh, do not have much in the way of 7.62 ammo in here. Well, alright. At least last time, the base worked out largely to what I needed it to. Which is good. God, I wanted to have the Molotovs down there. I'm hearing a spider banging on something somewhere in the back, but I'm not sure where. Look at them burn. Oh. Oh, it's a beautiful sight. Yeah, I bet you like that, didn't you, buddy? Oh, you can't get to me. You can't jump through these. Unfortunately, I think they've already made it to choke point 1. Make sure all those hatches are... Yep. Oh, maybe they haven't yet. Okay. Sorry, I probably should have shown you guys the base before I started this, but, yeah. I meant to, but just kind of forgot. Wow, these Molotovs plus these spikes are just doing an incredible job. By the way, side note, do you know that if you log off when it's still technically horde time, like, say, you know, 3:30 a.m. on a normal setting, and you log back in, and it's still that time, you're gonna trigger another horde of, like, full and complete size? That's something I found out in this series. Kind of crazy, isn't it? Alright, that should clear up some space for 762. Oh, kind of wish I'd gotten that steel up to concrete. This is just... I'm going to be honest with you. Even though you could say that it's technically cheating to use the creative menu like this... Oh, let's get this thumbnail. Okay. Even though you could kind of say that it's cheating to use the creative menu like this, because I'm not giving them a fair chance... You guys really should try it out on your own before you pass judgment. Is that a tree that just fell? Because in all seriousness, this is a lot harder than it looks. Even with being able to just spam stuff in creative menu, you do one thing wrong and it just snowballs into, you lose everything. Very rapidly. It does not take much. And so, even with creative menu, if you're not spawning stuff in for yourself overnight, which I don't, because basically I feel like I have to stick with what I've got, it's tough. I mean, creative menu can give you a lot, but it's only going to do so much against, just their numbers. And this is without even having, like, irradiateds or anything show up. Well, I mean, not irradiateds. Obviously, there's irradiateds here. But I'm talking, like, irradiated whites or cops or, demolishers or anything else like that. Like, we haven't even seen a demolisher yet. Think, whatever deity you worship, if at all. Because that's just... I dread the day we see a demolisher, because that's really going to throw a wrench in things. And with my luck, it's probably going to be tonight, now that I'm talking about it. But, I mean, even with the M60, with the spikes, with Molotovs, with everything else I've been throwing down, there's just... Is that damage? Oh my gosh, they're breaking in. Alright, let's get some concrete. If they come around that side like that, I am in real trouble. Oh, that could have been bad. Did not mean to upgrade it there, but whatevs. Oh. See, I mean, like I said, even with creative menu, look at just the sheer number of zombies that you have to face on something like this. Max difficulty, max zombie spawn for 12 hours in-game. That's a full hour in real life. I mean, like I said, we haven't hit that point yet. But, yeah. Oh boy. And they're through that hatch. We got one hatch left here. There's the good thumbnail. Alright, well, let's try and do this on my terms here. Crap. Ah, come on. Come on, boy. Ooh, yikes. That almost went down. That was almost down. But I mean, see, even with unlimited ammo and repairs and whatnot, or at least repair materials, it's not easy. This is still a heck of a fight. And it only starts getting more and more difficult. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this to complain. Because I realize that I'm putting myself at an egregiously high advantage. Like, you know, near cheating God mode type advantage here. But at the same time, you know, you can cheat as much as you want. There's still ways to just overcome the cheater. I mean, I'm not max level. I'm letting this scale up, you know, as I play here. It's not, you know, I wanted the experience of being able to really get to this point organically, or, you know, quote-unquote organically, as much as I could. Oh my gosh. Just look at those numbers. Look at them. They're endless. And I'm almost to the point where the rocket launcher is the only thing that's going to work against them. I hear some dumb bird flapping around somewhere. Oh boy. And look how quick they came back. I have not even fired a single shot since the last time I, you know, kind of cleared them out. And they're already back in this strong. Coming at me for blood. I mean, I might have to abandon this hatch. They're just so many of them. That was helpful. What the? What? Where did you come from? Did you just get flung across from the rocket? Where are they coming from? It might be time to cut my losses here. I don't know where exactly they're coming from. I mean, they might have just gotten flown over it with the rocket. But I don't like that. I never like it when zombies start showing up where they shouldn't. Oh my gosh, this would be perfect for Molotovs. Yep, they're getting on top of each other. Alright, I gotta run. I gotta bail. There's nothing left for me there. Yep, there's a spider. They broke through. I knew it would not be long. Oh, and there's a bird somewhere around here. Alright. Crap, that's right. Get these rebar up. Ah, got it. Fortunately, the rocket launcher is basically useless here. But, I mean, look at how much of the building we had to use, or I had to incorporate into this defense. I mean, literally, I have basically fortified this entire structure to be able to survive tonight, and I'm still on my last stand here. I mean, just look at that. Stupid birds. Freaking hate them. Those birds are the bane of my existence in this game. Thank you for that. That was really odd to see a bird sticking out of my crotch. But, I mean, better a bird than a zombie head, I guess. Either is cause for concern. I should probably go see my doctor about that. Although now I've got, you know, some sort of, like, infomercial disclaimer, rapid speed running through my head about, you know, bird in the crotch is not for everyone. Consult your doctor before use. I mean, I can't imagine a single person bird in the crotch would be good for, but that's a whole different story. And I'm not going to kink shame, I'm sure. I mean, Rule 34 and all that. Oh, I'm sure there is so... That was brick. Just lose part of the roof? Oh. That has me concerned. I mean, obviously, if it's coming off the roof, it's going to be a bird. But I don't know where in the roof and what type of bird. I mean, if it's just a melee bird, that's one thing. That'll get stuck up here on the bars like everything else. I do have to say, this... Get! I do have to say, this kind of funnel, forcing them to go through this little area where they're going to slip down, is working, but... Oh, crap. Well, better not die now. How many of you are there? Freak! This is nuts! And we still got another 9 hours of this. Oh, good. I've got reinforced iron on me. Not let them bust through here, because if they start getting through, I am really screwed. I cannot fight on the ground. The other night, I was able to pull that off, but I do not want to push my luck. I do not think I will get that lucky again. Punching trees in the middle of a horde like that was that was probably one of the craziest things I've ever done in 7 days in quite a while. Because I remember, like, the very, 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 very first game I ever played. I think it was, like, the day 14 horde. Like, I'd survived the first one and thought, okay, I can do this. And then this 14-day horde, the second horde I ever encountered, I thought, okay, you know, this won't be as bad. Nope, I was wrong. I had, like, feral whites and burners and other stuff show up. I had dogs galore. I'm literally hitting rocks, picking rocks up, looting birds' nests, and crafting arrows as I'm kiting these things around, trying to keep them at bay. There was a car in front of the house I'd set up as a base. I ended up blowing that up to try and get rid of some of them. Literally, it was one of the craziest and most epic experiences of my entire time playing this game, and I put like over 1,000 hours into it. I mean, granted, I'm not gonna lie, I still suck at this game. I'm terrible. I am absolutely like the worst player you can imagine, at least in my mind. But yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun. That base. Then I lost everything when I got a little overzealous with mining and had my entire house collapse in on me. And then it bugged out and I couldn't loot anything or skin anything. And it was like, okay, well this game is done now. So, but still, just about every game, I've always kind of been drawn back to that house. Weirdly enough, or at least one close by. Granted, what helped was that house that I started at also had a huge vein of iron underneath it. And that was back in the days when iron early game basically made you almost invincible because you could just scrap armor everything in your base. And the zombies that would spawn that early on couldn't keep up with it. Or couldn't really have as much of an impact. You had a lot more survivability with just scrap iron. These days, with having to go, having to use cobblestone now, instead of going, wood to iron to concrete to steel, and just going wood, cobblestone, concrete. It's changed a lot, and made something like that where you just we're finding an iron vein early on that you can just exploit the crap out of is no longer quite as essential, which in a way I guess is a good change, because it doesn't make it so kind of RNG luck dependent on being able to find stuff, especially for newer players who don't already have things mapped out from just all their experience. Oh, they got through a bar. But it looks like it might be done. I spoke too soon. Okay, I thought I heard a thump thump. One of the walls here. Oh. Yep, and there's Gilbert Grape's mom. Alright, well I think that's the latest a horde has gone in this series so far. But it looks like survived. It looks like we're good. Okay. Okay. That worked. That one down. That one down. Walk very, very carefully across. Reload this just to be safe. Alright, we'll do a once-over around the perimeter. I think that's the last of them. Yeah, that's... Oh. That's how they were getting in. That's how those other ones got in before. Wait, is it? No. No, because even if they hit those, they would have just come in here. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Both. Any holes around here? Oh, whatever. I mean, overall, the building really kind of withstood a big beat. A lot of what I had fortified is still in place, along with my random spike that I... Yeah, look at everything they wiped out. All these spikes are gone. Of course, it doesn't help that I placed that hatch wrong. I could have held it out here longer if I'd placed that hatch right, but I did not. So... Alright, well, let's see what we got. Not that loot really matters in the series, but I'm pretty sure some of you are interested. I know my wife probably is, because she has to know. By the way, can I just... I just want to say, everyone out there, don't ever settle in a relationship. Find someone that really genuinely gets you, because being married to that person is just amazing. When they understand why you want to make YouTube videos about killing zombies, and you don't have to launch into a long-winded explanation to try to get them to believe worth your time to do, over, say, like, catch up on the honeydew list, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. And I'm not just saying this because she's directly behind me at the moment. I genuinely mean it. Let's see. Ooh, Fire's Almanac. Take axe speed increase. A lot of stuff. I mean, a level 3 combat shotgun is not bad. Not a whole lot of this that I'm terribly interested in. I can get... Obviously, I can spawn. Okay. But yeah, that was just the fourth horde. I mean, I guess technically sixth, but this is the fourth horde that I've been able to show on camera because I've been stupid with two of them and let things get screwed up. Yeah, so for which I do feel bad. Okay, so no, I would. Oh, that all from just a vulture? I'm gonna fly here. Don't judge me. Yeah, I think this was just from vultures. Yeah, they. Oh, that's why they. Okay, so that's how they'd get down. So they come down here. That's how they'd get stuck in the bars, but some of them would come through here and get stuck in my crotch. Huh. Well, okay then. Or I'm going on. It. Courser. And point. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned because we've got a special Christmas episode coming up later this week that is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to go back to our iconic location siege type of approach to some things. We'll just have a few friends, and it'll just be a fun thing to go after with a location that, for any of you kids in the 90s, you're going to recognize. So, anyway, stay tuned, and I will see you all in the next one.